with another podcast episode. This is the Hybrid 803 podcast. I am the host, Hybrid 803, with my other host,
Shani Rocks.
and we have another topic we're talking about today. Good Saturday going on today. Appreciate everybody rocking with us and everybody coming through the YouTube live where we be recording these on before we upload them to Spotify. Hopefully they'll have a live for Spotify, soon. But anyway, let's get into it. Tonight we're discussing why do families say that your happiness is your downfall? And what we mean by that is when we were coming up, me and Shani, our parents used to tell us that what we did, what we like to do, used to be the reason why, things ain't going on for us, which is the most negative, downing thing you can tell a child. Especially when they, when they're, when they find a hobby, they're finding themselves, and now they're trying to become more of themselves in the world. And now, when they need help with it, or when they may need some financial help, or when they may need some, just some moral support or anything like that, when you reach out, now all of a sudden, whatever you're doing is the reason why you don't have what you need right now in order to make it better. You know what I'm saying?
Confusing that.
Right, it's very confusing. You know what I'm saying? And you, we did not turn off those notifications. It's all good though. But it's very confusing and very depressing. Especially coming up like me when I was coming up. I wanted to be in pro wrestling. I don't know if you checked out my IGs, my Hybrid 803 Instagram profile. I was trying to do pro wrestling and stuff. I always been trying to do pro wrestling ever since I was a little kid, but of course, that it's a school and it costs, to get into it and shit. But, my mom couldn't afford it at the time. And instead of her saying, hey, I can't afford this, so, why don't you try to find an alternative? They were looking at me like, oh, well, the reason why you can't go to wrestling school is because all you do is watch wrestling all day. And you're not finding a way to make money to go to school. Then when you come at them like, hey, well, in my instance, I came at my mom like, hey, I want to work so I can put myself in wrestling school or whatever I want to do. Now it's, oh, well, you don't want to work, in your childhood away and stuff. And it's like, it's real downing because a child needs to flourish. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like a child need to, like you said, find themselves, and what better way to find themselves than to, find things that they enjoy, and like they want support from whatever they enjoy doing, so it's really depressing and downing once you tell a child, hey, don't do what you want to do what I tell you to do.
Right.
And it's like, okay, like, but what you telling me to do, what if I don't
want to do that?
Yeah, what if I don't want to do that? So now you forcing the child to do something they don't want to do. They're going to resent you at the end, and they're going to rebel possibly. Like in my case, I started getting into, I started listening to Three Six Mafia. I used to wear the black nails and baggy clothes and just listening into like hardcore, dark music or whatever growing up. That's what I was interested in.
Right.
And my peoples, they my stepdad is a preacher. So of course they just didn't agree with that. I used to blast the music. Well, not blast the music, but it's Three Six Mafia.
You couldn't blast the music because when you cut the music on, they want to come in your room. What's all that bumping?
Yeah, turn it down.
Turn that down. And then now you gotta fucking barely hear the damn.
You can't even jam out.
You can't even jam out.
You to cut the music down and all that. So it was like, just what you're doing is wrong. Stop it.
Right.
And then on the other hand, my stepsister, she was the complete opposite as me. She was like the cheerleader, and she was like into school spirit or whatever, and she was like more prissy or whatever, because I was a tomboy, but she was more prissy, and she used to she used to collect purses, and my people used to be like, okay, what you doing is wrong too.
So they used to get on her about.
So they used to get on her about what she liked to do and loved to do. So I'm like, back then I should have thought about it. Like, hold on, so they telling me I can't, it's wrong for me to do what I do, and we the complete opposite. They're telling her it's wrong. So what to do? We confused. We don't know what to do.
And then here's the thing. What are you doing?
Yeah, oh yeah, you can't ask them that. Like, what you doing?
Yeah,
So much so to, you trying to tell me what I'm doing is wrong and do what you do.
yeah, we grew up under those that slave them slave rules. You cannot ask them what you do, or you can't do that, or
Mm-mm.
you talking back
Yeah, now you're
at
trying
that
to be
point.
smart. Now you're trying to be
Right.
smart.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But that's I never understood it. And then they try to say it's for our safety or our protection. That's what they try to come at it. Well, we didn't want to see you hurt yourself, or we didn't want to see you go out there and get lost or get murdered or whatever the hell could happen to you and all that. Appreciate whoever's coming through. Thank you for the like and everything like that. But it's like they say that they want to protect us, but at the end of the day, in the beginning I thought it was that, but then later on I thought, well, is it they trying to protect us, or is it that they don't want to actually have to do anything?
Yeah, or just admit to the fact that they have to pay for stuff, or just say, hey, look, I can't afford it.
Right.
Like my people told me when I was like in my early 30s, you know what I'm saying, no, late 20s, and I was like, we're just having a talk or whatever, and they was like, well, maybe we can't afford it. Have you thought about that? I'm like, well, you just say that.
Yeah, why you ain't
Like,
just say that
don't
back
make it
then?
sound like it's my fault or I'm doing something wrong
Right.
because you can't afford it. Like I'm not gonna, like, what I'm gonna do? Beat you up?
Right.
You
Yeah, I'm
know?
a kid. You know what I'm saying? At the time, you're a kid, and
Yeah.
you don't want don't because you don't have it. You don't want to make your kid feel like, damn. Well, maybe this gift that I think I have, maybe I should abandon it and now go try this 9 to 5 that they told me that I should go try because they said it's safe
Mm-hmm.
and all this shit, and then those 9 to 5s. If you're young watching this, I'm gonna let you know those 9 to 5s are not promising, which we are going through now though. Like a lot of people are quitting. This is the great resignation, what they call it right now. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Because nobody really wants to deal with that dumbass management. A lot of times they say it's the money. That it is true, it's the money. But a lot of times it's those crazy ass managers and that slave master mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like people want to get away from that. You know what I mean? We grew up with that shit. Nobody wants to, have to grow up with that. Then we gotta go to a job with this shit, and we gotta appease some young manager or some shit,
Mm-hmm. We
or
don't even
you
know.
don't even
So
know, or you gotta fuck a manager or some shit in
yeah.
order to get some hours, or you gotta motherfucking bend over backwards or kiss ass for me. Ain't nobody trying to do that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfuckers want to do their own thing. And that's why we preach to our kids, our daughter and stepdaughter, our daughters. That's why we preach to them, live in your gift, do what you do. If that's what you like to do right now, do it, and learn from it, and try to sell it to people. You know what I'm saying? Because my stepdaughter Isa, she draws. She's an artist. She's a great artist too, man. Like what I'm saying, like. When I was her age trying to draw, I used to be drawing stick figures and shit.
I can't draw like her.
Right, and she can literally draw like anime, like it's pretty good. She's young with it, but you could tell she's gonna be very promising in it. And I tell her that like when she cleans her room, like clean your room and make sure you put your drawings in a portfolio somewhere. Make sure you organize your crayons, your pencils, and whatever. Have this area neat, and make sure that whenever you do create something, don't be afraid to show your friends,
Yeah.
and then tell them, hey, I made this. Just give me like $5 or something. You can have this, or is there something custom that you want made? I can make it for you. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Instead of just bashing like, oh, the reason why you're failing in school is
Because you're drawing so
because
much.
you're drawing so damn much. Don't be drawing so much. I mean, I used to play the when I used to play the game a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, they used to kill me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I would play the game. I had a Sega Genesis back then. That's why I keep my old school games. Anyway, I'm getting off subject, but I used to love to play Sega and all that shit back then. And my grades, I was passing. I wasn't A, B, A honor roll student, but I was passing. I was C, D student, but I was fucking passing, and I didn't like fucking school anyway, and I still don't like school or whatever. But I was passing, and she would always come at me. Oh, the reason why you don't got A's and B's is because you're playing the video game so much. And it's like, nah, the reason why I don't got A's and B's is because I don't really give a damn about why George Washington chopped down the fucking cherry tree, or I don't give a damn about none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't see you giving a damn about it in order to put food on our plate, or to keep this roof over our head. You
Mm-hmm.
understand what I'm saying? But you know, you 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 got to listen to your kids, look at your kids, listen to your kids, see what they're doing, get to know your kids too. That's another thing too. They don't take the time to get to know you.
They don't ask no questions.
Right, they don't ask no questions. Like, they quickly tell you no, or don't do this, or don't go somewhere, or some shit like that there, but they never ask you what you want to do. What are you trying to do? What do you think you want to do? Any, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, get to know your kids and the people around you too. Don't just hang with somebody and just tell them what you want them to tell them, and all this, and then expect them to do for you, and then you don't give a damn about them and just throw them a bone every blue moon.
Yeah. Or the fake support. They might hit you. Like in my case, I started rapping in middle school. So my mom, she was like, she kind of, she pretended like she wanted to support, where in reality, she just wanted to just kind of just know everybody and get the perks of it. And then when it was time for me to go to work, like for real, and go in the studio and, do different shows and all this other stuff, she was like, okay, no, you a girl, so you can't be out late in the clubs. You're too young. You need to chill out. I don't want you in that lifestyle. But she the one who kind of like, brought me in the, in the scene, because she met these people before I did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So she was like, yeah, meet this producer, go to this studio, go to that studio. And then, after a while, it was like, all right, so I'm getting older. Like, I need to, put my name out there more. I need to get more exposure, whatever. So, and she was like, no. But whenever a function, like a family function or something, she playing my music, and it's like, so you just doing it for like attention.
You want to do it for you.
Yeah.
But I really want to do this. I really have a love for this shit, and now you're telling me like, no, leave it alone, or I can't go 1,000%.
Yeah. And
I
feel left out because I missed out on a lot of years. Just trying to seek validation from people, and was like, well, no, I'm getting older now, and just listening to people, and just kind of just going with it and saying, hey, maybe they is right. I've been hearing it for so many years, like, hey, you need to do something, take your life more serious and all this, and it's like it kind of got to me, especially at a younger age.
I'm glad you said that with that whole take your life more serious. Families, especially black families, we gotta put it out there. Why, when you turn 20, it's over for you? If you ain't a millionaire, a billionaire, whatever the hell you're doing, it's over for you at
especially
20.
Black men.
Yeah,
black
especially black little boys.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be a little black little boy and be an entrepreneur or some shit like that. They ain't trying to hear that. It's either you work a job, or you selling dope that they can eat off of, or some shit like that. Anything in between, whatever the hell you doing, I ain't trying to hear it, and I am damn sure not trying to support it. You understand what I'm saying? It don't make no sense. We cut ourselves off at such a young age. I probably like something such as young as 18.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let y'all in on the secret, man. My people used to have, when I be going through, because with music it's up and down. And sometimes when I was down, I'd be going through it with music, and I'd be like 24 years old, Googling like, what's the oldest age to rap and all this other shit, because when they talking so much, it gets to you, and then you don't have what you think you're supposed to have and shit. So the walls start kind of caving in, and you just start looking at it like, I don't want to stop, but maybe I need to try something else. And then when you go, what was that? Because
far as like when I was telling you to take life more serious.
Yeah, when you take, I'm sitting there Googling at fucking 24, how to get a weed in the bag. I'm sitting there Googling at 24, like, is that too old to be rapping, feeling depressed and all this shit, when the reality of it is, I needed to have positive affirmation. I needed to have people in my corner telling me, go ahead and go, and we got you. And if they can't get you, like, hey, it's all right if you gotta break down and work a job for right now, but we got you, keep doing your thing, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And they just, black people, we don't do that, especially to our black males. If they don't have it, then they don't have it. I mean, hell, if they don't have enough money for the female, if the female deems, if she just a money hungry female, then they don't even let you see your child. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm going through some crazy shit, with my baby mama, just because I don't want to bow down to her or be a slave to her. You understand what I'm saying? So it's crazy how this shit is set up with us, and it's crazy how everything is for the black males, man, and the black community. We really need more positive affirmation. We really need, if there's something you see somebody doing, hey, ain't nothing wrong with telling them do what you do. I don't know why we want to cut. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. I don't know why we want to cut them off so bad and then send them. Be so quick to send them to another person's plantation.
Yeah, when if that person flourishing what they love to do, maybe they can come back and reach out and help
Yeah,
their family. You know
right,
that it's beneficial to everybody.
right. But nah, they wanna. They rather they're like, hey, you go work for Ronald McDonald because his white ass has gonna have guaranteed pay for you, and that's just that's crazy. That's poisonous, and we really need to stop doing that. But like I said, we in the time of the Great Resignation. Or whatever they call it. So we're seeing. Appreciate the likes, whoever's there. I don't see you there. But yeah. Now that we're going through the Great Resignation, I'm thinking a lot of new kids will be more embracing to their kids' wants and hobbies and stuff like that.
Entrepreneurship.
Yeah, just letting y'all know too. We sitting here chopping it up. Just a Hobby 803 podcast. Appreciate everybody coming through, sliding through. Appreciate all the likes. If you want to call up and chat with us, the number is 803-809-5544. Make sure it's fofo and not 44 because we are in the South. If you press 4 and not 4, it will take you to New York somewhere. So make sure you hit 803-809-5544 and you can holler at us. And we right here chilling. And also too, while we doing this here, what's the sponsors? We got a sponsor. She be sponsoring us every week. And she got the best bombest eyebrows of Columbia, South Carolina. She didn't talk to him.
Shantae's Epilation. Shantae's Epilation is the #1 eyebrow threading spot in Columbia, South Carolina. If you in town, come and holler at Shantae's Epilation. You get your eyebrows cleaned up, or if you don't have any brows, you can get your eyebrows filled in. It can last for 2 weeks, or it varies between 1 or 2 weeks. But you can wake up to brows almost every morning with no hassle. So contact Shantae'sEpilation.com if you want to get booked.
Awesome. Also, this is brought to you by HYBRID803.com. Go down there and go to the store and you can get out some of this nice high hammer gear that we got going on here. So also we got the shirts going. Make sure you get you some of the apparel. And we also, for the ladies, have the Shanny Rocks apparel. So make sure you check that out. We got it going for the ladies and everything. Yeah. But let's get back up in it. But we
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, wait.
No, I was saying, I was just thinking about like when you said for the guys, for the young boys, it's hard, and I was just sitting here thinking like for the girls, they like I was told, okay, since I'm pretty, I need to act like it. So instead of me, doing what showcasing my talent and do what I love to do and make money that way,
Be a whore.
be a whore.
Mm-hmm.
They was like, okay, yeah, you're pretty. You need to use your looks and what you got between your legs. You should never go broke and all that. And
Mm-hmm.
I knew I wasn't ugly. But I was like, hold on now, I ain't about that life. That's not the direction I wanted to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm pretty and all that, but hold on.
I'm fucking with y'all. Go ahead.
Anyway.
Go ahead,
But I was like, I don't wanna be known as a thought. Well, back then it wasn't thought, but still
what we call them back then? Hoes. Hood rat.
Hood rat.
Well, no, hood rat is different from a hoe.
Yeah.
Hood rat is a hood rat, but she can be a hoe.
Yes, you can be a hoe.
Yeah, but a hoe is a hoe. Yeah, that's what we had back then.
And I ain't wanted to be known for that. Like when people see me in the street and they know me from back then or whatever, they always, ask about my music or ask about if I still do hair, makeup, and eyebrows and stuff like that. And I don't want that reputation on me. Even as a kid, I always, just kind of stay away. I stayed away from that because I didn't want to be, classified as a girl like that. So.
Right. Yeah, that's I hear I grew up around a lot of females and I used to hear that a lot, them telling them, use what you got to get
What you
want. And that is so crazy and you're not, I'm be honest with you. If you look on, you can go on, it's websites, you know what I'm saying, that you can go on and you can look up and they got escorts on there like 50 years old, 60 years old. Like it's crazy, bro. It's like, at some point you gotta, get that shit up. And ladies, stop raising your daughters to use what they, to use their vaginas to get money. That is the wrong thing to do to your daughter. You are giving her bad information. No, nobody is successful off that. Like, who is successful off that? Like,
I can't think of one.
I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, just, stop making the hoes by, fucking up their mind frame. That is not, and then stop saying that's girl code and all that. Because I like how they like this funny switch and say that's girl code. And, because y'all have guy code. So our girl code is this here. And y'all wouldn't tell us if y'all cheated. And listen, you don't take no one aspect of guy code the whole look. I don't say nothing, but if my homie is doing something and then think that's what whole guy code is. Because guys, as us as men, we check each other. You understand what I'm saying? We help each other, and we don't do shit to each other, all out in front and then test them and shit to see if they insecure or some shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying all dudes like that, but guy code don't just mean fuck over your girl. Guy code means a whole lot of other things. Because I noticed with the girl code, it's basically just
whatever y'all do, we can do too.
Whatever y'all do, we can do too. No. Fuck these niggas, blase, blah, blah, blah. And that shit needs to fucking stop, bro. You know what I'm saying? They say that they want the girls of the future to be good and smart, but stop making hoes. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be a whole lot of motherfuckers out there that can't break them. You know what I'm saying? So, and with that being said on that, but yeah, it is crazy that they go through that. But if you have somebody that you are around that has a dream or a passion or something like that, let them know how you really feel about it. You know what I'm saying? And let them know where they're at in it. And if you can, please support them. Don't try to. If they're your peoples, support them. And never tell somebody, especially a kid, whatever they're doing is the reason why they can't do whatever the hell they're doing.
Especially if they ain't hurting nobody.
Yeah, especially if they're not hurting nobody. You know what I'm saying? Next week we're gonna get on another topic about the trolls on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Because TikTok is crazy as hell. I'm thinking about actually doing that episode on TikTok. And then bringing it back here and put it on Spotify. It ain't gonna be on YouTube. I don't know, but we're gonna see. You know what I'm sizzling, because when I come home, this is home. Everybody who come through here, they pretty much been fucking with us.
The trolls might even go in there like, hold on, you talking about us?
Right. I'm gonna get banned again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, ban his ass again. But man, we appreciate everybody rocking with us.
Thank you.
It's a great Saturday, breezy, windy ass Saturday. Ladies, make sure you got chin straps for your wigs, because the wind ain't playing. You understand what I'm saying? It's going down. If you're in the Columbia area, make sure you see Shantae's Appellation, the baddest female rapper coming out of Columbia, South Carolina. Coming out of South Carolina, period. In my opinion is law. I love y'all so much for rocking with us, man. We just rocking out. Anyway, Shannon, before we get up out of here.
Oh yeah, new music. New music is coming real soon.
How soon?
So, how soon?
Soon.
Soon.
And last but not least, please check out the Dirty South playlist on Spotify. One of the biggest playlists on Spotify for Dirty South music. And we own that motherfucker with 4 songs, all right?
4 of them things.
Shouts out to T-Bone X for putting us on there. Make sure you check out the Sexy Southern playlist on Spotify, because we made that as hot. And yeah, appreciate y'all so much. See you on Spotify. And everybody on Spotify, make sure you go to hybrid803.com. Leave your name, leave your email so we can stay in touch with you, give you some positive affirmation every day. And we can give you some great music and things of that nature. All right. Yes. Shannon about to cook, and I'm about to get myself ready to do what I do to Shannon every night. Good night, y'all. Appreciate y'all so much. And until next time.